Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for Channel Disturbance. This is an SU-8, it's a Tier 6 Soviet SPG. It's located on the south spawn of Steppes and it's under the command of ReceprocityTM. Now, you can't see it, but there's 2 marks of excellence on his barrel, and the reason for that is the skin is concealing those marks, I'm afraid. Yep, I'm afraid so. Not a lot we can do about it, but it is a very nice skin because it's got our marks, our logo on the side, and we will never surrender. Well, Reciprocity's taking it off to his firing position. Looks like he's going to go over into the southeast corner of the map. That's quite a usual firing position for most Arties because it does give you good arcs of fire, specifically on the tanks that are coming down the east side of the map, and a lot of the mediums tend to come down this way. Now this Arty is based on the T-28 tank. It's got a 152mm howitzer on it, and he's now aiming towards the enemy, and he's looking straight away at the centre rock. Oh, enemy tank's been spotted, a Churchill 7. Okay, he's dialing in ahead of it, waiting for it to come into range. Rounds out. Good shot! It landed right next door to the Churchill 7. He picked up 205. And he's waiting for the reload to go through. It's a fairly fast reload, a bit like the M44 is actually. It's another Tier 6 RT with a quick reload. You switch targets now, going after the VK3002D over on the rocks, and there's his platoon mate, Spooky 923 in the Sherman Jumbo. Direct hit on the 3002, 243 hit points. Now these 152mm shells will actually manage to do 600 alpha, and they penetrate 38mm of armor, and it went straight through that T-25T and blew him to pieces. They've also got a splash radius of 7 meters, which is almost the same as on the M44. In fact, it is the same. Going after the enemy SU-8, who's suddenly been spotted. He's dialing in as quickly as he can. He knows that the enemy RT is probably the most powerful enemy on the battlefield. Unfortunately, his shell actually goes to the right. He's now looking for the VK because we've lost sight of the SU-8, and we lose sight of him as well. In fact, now he's had to go back to where the SU-8 is, and I just saw the tracer from that SU-8. He's dialing in on that spot. Rounds out. No joy. Okay, the Hellcat's been spotted, so he's going to go to that one instead. For Arty players, it's really expedite what you can see on the battlefield, and a lot of the times we do see a lot more tanks than our teammates do, which is why we end up with so many Confederates, because we can hit and shoot at a lot more tanks over a much wider area than standard tanks can. Rounds out the Churchill again. Direct hit this time, 250. Tracked him. He's burned his repair kit, I think, and he's moving again. Almost loaded. Rounds out again. Looks good. Right onto his rear, engine deck, 269. That's 1200 hit points that Reciprocity has earned. This is the only tank that's in sight at the moment, but if he stays there, he's going to die with the next round. And he pulls back, but we didn't see anything. No, he didn't kill the Churchill. He managed to get around the corner in time. There's the VK, and he's very low on hit points now. But he wants that Churchill. The Churchill dies. He should go back to those bushes because he's just behind those bushes. There he is. Rounds out. A near miss will be enough to take him out. Oh, it wasn't close enough. It just stunned him. Okay, this round should do the job. Except, of course, our teammate in the FV304 gets there before we do the Burt. Close range action. Well, we're looking for targets again. Our guys on the east side have been spotted, but we can't see the enemy, and it makes me think that there is an enemy tank down in the river. There he is, the T-34-2GFT, the Chinese tank destroyer. He gets around into the SU-12244, lines up the T-34, and he's taken down by our T-25-2. Actually, it was the SU-100M1. No, as I may have mentioned at the start, I did in fact actually mention at the start, Reciprocity's got 2 marks of excellence on his barrel, and he's going for his 3rd mark. So he needs to keep up the damage rate in order to do that, and that means he's going to have to score a lot of damage in this game just to keep his average high. He's dialing in, and he's ready to go, but just needs a shell in the breech. Loaded. Rounds out straight away. Didn't get anything off that. Oh, the Hellcat dies. The Nashorn dies. There's only 5 enemy tanks left. We do have a 5 tank advantage. Well, we did, but now we've only got a 4 tank advantage. We just lost our Hellcat. Okay, the enemy M44 is seen running for the east side. He obviously realises the game's getting rather close to ending. The SU-8 is probably still near where he was last seen. He might be behind those railway lines, the railway carriages. Right, over on the east side of the map, our Super Hellcat's making a quick beeline for the northeast corner. He's found the SU-8. He did pull away. Dialing in. It's a snapshot, but the Hellcat gets the kill. And now we found the enemy Super Hellcat lining up a shot. Not loaded yet. We can get it nicely dialed in before we shoot. Here we go. Rounds out. Wasn't enough lead on the target, but the Super Hellcat's going in, and he is stunned. And he's gone. There's only 1 enemy remaining. It's an SU-12244, and he was last seen up on the heights over here on this end of the battlefield. And the only tank between us and him, I believe, is actually an SU-152. And there's a hit on the SU-12244. He's badly damaged. And shells are raining in. Yeah, shells coming in from all directions now. Next shot should be the final one. Oh, the kill shot went in from the VK3002M. And that's the end of the game. So, 1,641 hit points recorded. Let's have a look and see how he got on during that game. It's a 3rd mark of excellence for ReceprocityTM in the SU-8. He's finally done it. He's got his 3rd star on the barrel, and he also managed to get an ace tanker in that game. He also picked up a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 17, and another Confederate medal for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. At least 6 tanks subsequently taken up by other teammates. He only got the 1 kill during the game, but he did get enough to get the Confederate. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, if we look at the team score, we can see it's that SU-12244 got the highest damage in the game, 2,218 hit points, but he didn't pick up the high caliber for some reason. I think it probably wasn't 20% of the enemy hit pool in total. The next high scorer was Reciprocity with 1,974. It may not have looked it, but he was doing a lot of damage by spreading the shells around. And next highest damage after that was actually a T-25AT on the enemy team of 1786. When it came to kills, it was actually the SU-100M1 on their team with 4 kills. Super Hellcat got 3, so did that SU-12244, and then there was 2 tanks on the enemy team, their T-25AT and their M44 with 2 kills apiece. Reciprocity only got the 1 kill, I'm afraid. When it came to base XP, it was Reciprocity again. Yes, he got 1,062 base out of that one. 697 went to the Super Hellcat, and 633 went to the SU-100M1. He fired 17 rounds, got 5 direct hits but no penetrations, but 13 splash. Damage of 1,974 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He hit 8 of the enemy but only killed the 1, so there's a 7 difference there. That's why he got the Confederate. He earned 229 hit points of damage assist and 1,607 hit points of stun assist of 12 stuns. On a premium count, he earned 36,555 credits, and after ammunition, resupply and consumables, took away 31,546 credits. He received 1,062 XP, got 239 for playing in a platoon from the start, and took away 1,832 experience points altogether. So, third mark on the tank. Yes, that's never taken away now. He's obviously got the standard. He managed to do enough damage to be better than 95% of the other players playing this Arty over the past 2 weeks, over the last 100 games. And that takes a lot of effort. You have to be consistent. You have to be able to do a lot of damage. And he certainly did it, because the SU-8 is very much like the M44. It's one of those Artys that, because it can fire so quickly, can do a lot of damage. So if you don't keep up your damage rate, you won't get that third mark. And well, Reciprocity has done it. He's got it. And this is, I think it's the third Arty that we've seen 3 marked this week. We've seen an M44 3 marked, we've seen an M41 3 marked by a What's Arty Noobs member, and now we've got Reciprocity, another What's Arty Noobs member, third marking his SU-8. So congratulations to Reciprocity. You've done it. You've got your third mark on, and now go away and get 100%. So you're much better than anyone else. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. And well done indeed. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, please. And thank you for watching.